Oh, hello internet and welcome to the In Bed with Nintendo Sushi. I'm not very well, but my name is Ace, and joining me here today we have history's sleepiest president, Abraham Lincoln. Yeah.
In the streets!
Wakey, was you dreaming?
I'm dreaming about all those Nintendo lovely news.
So welcome
items.
to our sleeping arrangements that we sleep every night. Kidding with it.
I'm usually the other side.
Yeah, he's usually here. Yeah, so...
That made it seem even less like a joke.
Yeah, so for people on the video, they're seeing not a normal sort of like studio, would you?
Yeah.
Goes wild to say that. I know we'll backdrop. We are both in bed with some nice Nintendo bedding.
Yeah. And
Couple of
teddies. Ninteddies, as I like to call
I'm
them.
feeling a bit ill today, and Gabe got beaten up by a tree. So, it's a strange thing to say.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? What happened?
I'm alright now. It's been all sewn up and all that on that. On there. Who did see it?
Right.
It doesn't look too bad.
You probably can't even tell on the camera, but it looks gross in real life because there's sort of like bits of congealed dried blood in your beard hair and like the stitches are. It looks gross.
How gross was it when I did it though?
It was pretty cool.
It was cool. It like opened, didn't it? I could like open it.
Yeah.
So what happened was I was doing some like photo shoot thing, for someone in the woods, and we had to.
Basically, it was raping and murdering a child.
It sounded like I'd been up to some S&M. When I went and told the hospital when I tried to explain it to them. But yeah, I was doing something in the woods that they used what they called bungee ropes, bungee cords.
Still sounds a bit dodgy.
With hooks on the end, and I tied it on a tree.
Is this a confession?
And it was about probably about 8-9 o'clock at night, so it was like pitch black, and I was pulling on this bungee cord, and it came off the tree, and the hook like went whoosh, and like the hook like went into my lip and smacked me real hard, and my full lip just exploded.
Before you did it, did you go, "Hi, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is human fishing"?
It was like a jackass thing.
Because it was like human fishing. You got hooked.
Yeah, I did get hooked.
Will you never go fishing again now?
Well, I actually had to do the photo shoot the next day with my dodgy lip. So I started to go and
was
do
the
it.
fish involved? I mean, would you never go fishing now?
I go fishing.
Oh.
What I'm saying is I had to return to the woods and
I didn't know if it was like
touch bungee cords again.
you've cosplayed as a fish and you're like, oh, I don't like it.
No. So yeah, that's what happened. So I had to have like 80 stitches and all that. And I had a big numb
You
mouth.
was yawning then. It sounded like you said 80 stitches.
No, 8 stitches. I had a big numb mouth and all that. It was
Your
weird.
lip was pretty cool.
It was cool. It was really cool. The cut like opened as like a talked. You could nearly see like into my mouth with it, and then they like numbed my lip and all that. I was in A&E for 6 hours. Numbed my lip, sewed it all together. It's all good.
Cool.
It's all good, man.
It's all good, man.
It's all good, man.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. That's the
clever.
pun. It's like it's all good, man.
It's clever. Yeah. So
I'm just getting out of these colours 'cause I am boiling.
it's a birthday.
Whose birthday?
A few days ago.
It was. Someone's birthday today. And it's someone's birthday.
No, it's actually someone's birthday yesterday
Okay.
to us, but for the listeners, a few days ago.
Yeah.
It was the 3DS's 4th birthday. So 4, what you into then? Like,
You what? What, when you 4?
yeah, what presents would it want?
Nowadays, an iPad.
Yeah. Itself.
Yeah, 3DS.
Yeah. So the 3DS turned 4, and we thought we'd like commemorate it a little bit by just discussing our favourite games.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I thought what would be fun is, obviously Metacritic is a strangely arbitrary site where it's kind of cool, but
it's full of lists.
kind of irrelevant. Well, it's not lists. It's just a collaboration of every
Yeah.
website's
take an average,
review, and then they kind of like take an average out of 100.
Yeah. By the
Which
way,
is kind of cool for some things, but it's nothing set in stone or anything like that. Okay, so I thought we'd look at their best rating 3DS games.
okay, their favourite 3DS games.
Well, it's not their favourite. It's because they don't have an opinion.
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
a collaboration
Okay.
of reviews around the internet. So, Ocarina of Time's number one.
Yeah.
Um,
That's so weird. I find that really odd. And I'm guessing this was before Majora, because did Majora
yeah,
go
this
better?
list was I think was at the end of last year.
Right. Okay.
December 31st. So
Right. Okay.
nothing from.
So a few things are missing off there. A lot of people like troll these websites as well, don't they?
What do you mean?
Well, like they'll give some at like.
No, that doesn't
One
affect this
star.
score. That affects the user score.
Okay.
This is
so
just
so
a
it don't
score.
take any user scores. It's just
No.
Okay.
This is just a score of websites
Yeah. All right. That's
like-
fine.
put in a pot. Which scores are largely arbitrary anyway,
Mm.
so I'm not even sure what benefit this is. But anyway, so the number one was this is.
Yes. Number one was Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Amazing game.
Yeah, I mean it's an amazing game made more amazing.
Yeah, and
Sorry if the camera keeps rocking, but we're on the bed.
a lot of people disagree with me, but I think it's timeless, that game. I think that the
Yeah,
puzzles
yeah.
still hold up really nicely. Obviously, graphically it's not great because all of them...
No, but the remake's good.
The remake is very good, but I mean that 3D, like the first kind of venture into the
Yeah, but
like,
that's not this.
polygonal style.
This is
It's-
like a full remake.
Yeah, I know, no. I'm just, but I think Ocarina of Time in general is a timeless game that appeals to every generation
Yeah.
in some way.
It's really good. It's really good, and that
Mm.
came out in the first year of the 3DS. Fire Emblem number 2. You
Yeah,
beat that.
I
didn't you?
played it. I beat it. It's a really good game.
Mm.
I'm not a massive fan of turn-based RPGs, but I did really enjoy Fire Emblem.
Stop moving your legs, because every time you move your legs, the
Sorry,
camera goes mental.
I'm not used to podcasting in bed. And Bravely Default as well was another turn-based JRPG that I really enjoyed, even though I'm not massive.
Number 3, A Link Between Worlds. I think that's your
That's my favourite game. Yeah, that's one of my favourite Zeldas, and it's my favourite 3DS game.
Okay. Number 4, Shovel Knight,
Mm-hmm.
which I absolutely adore.
Shovel Knight's raking in from on every platform, isn't it?
Yeah. I remember that they had like a lifetime estimate, of how many
Mhm.
sales it was going to do, and it sold more than its lifetime in the first month or something like that.
Holy crap.
And then my favourite, number 5, and maybe not my favourite, I don't know. It's up there, Super Mario 3D Land.
It's
It's a stellar game.
It shows
and
off-
it's amazing on the handheld.
and it shows off everything that 3DS can do.
But it's a great game just in general. It's
Yeah.
a great Mario game.
Yeah, it is.
Like,
it's a good game.
people it's not just a great handheld Mario.
Yeah,
It's a great Mario game. I went back and played it, not so long ago.
but it's I'd rather play that than New Super Mario Bros. U or New Super Mario.
Depends what
Bros.
mood I'm in.
I love I do love 3D Land, but I think it's one of the only 3D games that actually has used the 3D as well as it can be used.
There's a
Yeah.
few, but
there is
yeah,
a few, but I think
does
that
do
one
it,
kind
yeah.
of seemed to get it.
And
more
then
than others.
Pushmo, which I really
Pushmo,
love.
yeah.
It's called Push Blocks over here.
Link Between Worlds did, to be fair, use the 3D really well.
Yeah. Colours 3D. Not really got a lot.
I don't know what that
to
is.
say about that. I don't know. Is that the art one?
Maybe,
I
yeah.
think it is. Yeah. Zero Escape, which again I played that one actually. I think.
Yeah, I've played it. I've completed that.
Yeah.
Virtue's Last Reward. I did play it on the Vita. Though it was one of the
Oh,
other
did
games
you?
I played on Vita.
Okay.
It's alright. It's a lot of text, like
Yeah.
a real lot of text. You've got to be, I couldn't play that like just chilling out.
It
Like
felt like being in a manga. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
it did. But it's one of the games that I couldn't play like during a commute or when I'm like, what I mean? It's not a quick pick up and play it because you spend so long reading text. I played that one at home, like in bed kind of thing. Like it was like my
Like you are
fall
now.
to sleep game. Yeah.
Pokemon Y, again, stellar game.
Yeah.
Animal Crossing New Leaf.
Perfect
which,
handheld game.
Yeah,
in a
I mean,
lot of ways.
that's a phenomenal game.
Yeah.
Pokemon X. Pokemon X got 87 and Pokemon Y got 88. I have no clue how that happened.
There is no difference.
Well, there is.
There is, but it's the same. It's fundamentally the same game with very slight.
Yeah, it seems a bit weird.
Alterations.
Anyway, we're past number 10 anyway, so. But some other kind of shout-outs is Mario Kart, which
Yeah, I
I've
love
been playing
Mario
again
Kart 7.
recently. It's awesome.
It's really good, really pretty. The 3D looks really cool sometimes. I mean, I don't always race in 3D, but now and again I'll do this one in 3D. And when not all that like ticker tape comes down, looks really cool in 3D. But yeah, some of the courses are some of the best I've seen in a Mario Kart game. So yeah, I love Mario Kart 7.
Mario Kart 7's awesome. It's
Yeah,
phenomenal.
and
game.
the fact that you can race your friends even if they don't have the game, like that's good.
Bravely Default.
Bravely Default, I was just mentioning that game. It was one of those JRPGs that actually drew me in, considering I'm not a massive JRPG guy.
Smash as well.
Smash, yeah. I mean, it goes without saying. I mean, we've already.
Yeah,
talked so much
I've
Smash.
got like really deep into Smash, and
Yeah.
especially with Mega Man. Another good fighting game on there as well is Super Street Fighter 4, but I just couldn't connect with that.
I
loved the second one. I bought it at launch. I loved the second one, obviously on SNES, but on the arcade. But I don't know. It's just not my thing anymore. The fighting games. Although I did get on well with Smash, so I don't really know. Maybe I didn't give it enough time.
Smash is a different kind.
It was
of
a great
fighting
game, but it's just not my kind of game. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Persona Q again. That was really good. Kid Icarus. I loved that game. You didn't like it, but I loved it.
I couldn't control it. And
I thought it was really good.
I put in quite a few hours trying to get my head around it, but I can't.
I thought it was a good game. It was full of comedy. It was a good game.
Oh, it was good, and the voice acting and all that was entertaining, and it looked really nice, but I just couldn't play it,
Yeah.
and that was a real issue to me.
Obviously Shin Megami, Pokemon Amiga Ruby,
I wasn't a
Donkey
big
Kong
fan of.
Country Returns. You played that?
I
through
played
on
that,
the
completed
3DS,
that.
didn't you?
Yeah, I played it on 3DS. I loved that game. I actually think it was better than the Wii one because you didn't have to do the stupid waggle stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
It just assigned everything to buttons.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, what was the other one you just mentioned then at the bottom? Shin Megami Tensei. I played that one as well. I couldn't get on board with that game. Loads of people love it. I just couldn't get on board with it.
But there's loads of stuff. I mean, last year we had Mario Golf.
Oh, Mario Golf! I played the crap out of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still Mario Golf is one that lives a long time for me because I didn't play it like I played it for like 4 hours maybe when I got it. And then now and again I just go back on it and like have a quick course. Oh, I didn't do it. Oh well, I'll play something else. You know, like that's kind of how I see Mario Golf.
Yeah, but I mean, just naming a few there. It's just like, holy shit! Like
It's a
ones
great
that aren't even
system.
on there, which I fucking love. And you've not played. Paper Mario,
Yeah, I've not played Paper
Sticky
Mario.
Star.
Yeah.
Fucking love that game. It's
Yeah.
so funny.
I mean, even stuff like Mario and Luigi Dream Team. I mean, it wasn't the best Mario and Luigi RPG, but it was full of some really good ideas, and it was a fun game. It just kind of fell a little bit short of, I think, what people expected. But when you actually play that game, it's a good game and it's fun. And Luigi's Mansion was another one that I played a lot
I
of.
forgot to mention that one.
I'm one of the very few people who prefer the first Luigi's Mansion.
I like this one more but I think it's more because throughout my throughout the 90s I played a lot of point and click adventure games. It felt more like that in a way.
Yeah, I think the first one was just so unique.
In fact,
the first
I used
time
to
I played
fucking
it.
love point and click adventure games.
Yeah, so did I.
The
Yeah,
graphics always
Monkey
look better
Island
than
and all
anything
that.
else. Yeah, I fucking ripped the
Yeah.
shit out of Monkey Island when I was a kid.
And what's it
Broken
called?
Sword.
Broken Sword. Love Broken Sword.
Oh, Grim
played that
Fandango, which
recently.
recently got remade
Yeah.
and everything. It was awesome. I used to get these like dodgy what the fuck was it called? Summit Moon or something like that, and it was like this like old detective thing. It was I can't remember if it's any good or not, but I remember playing it. And there was the X-Files game for PlayStation 1. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do remember
It
that.
was like all looked like the program.
Yeah, yeah.
You probably didn't.
Well, I played all the CSI games, like all of them, and loved the CSI games.
I didn't play that.
I played the NCIS one for 3DS, which is bringing it back around to 3DS.
Wait, in out for NCIS in out for 3DS, is it?
Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
Are you sure?
Look that bad boy up.
Well, I'm buying it right now then.
It's not a great game.
Yeah, it is.
It really isn't. There it is.
Oh,
I played
is.
it.
I'm buying it.
I played it and completed it. Play it, right? And tell me what you think.
Is it worth 37 quid?
No.
Well, I'm not going to play it then.
It's not a great game. It really isn't. And The 3D is so arbitrary on that game, and none of them look like the characters really.
Don't they?
No, Denozo looks mental.
I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it.
All right, we'll do it after the potty.
Oh yeah. Yeah. There's. I'm trying to find what this like, some moon or something it was called. Under a Killing Moon.
Ah, okay.
Tex Murphy. Holy shit! Yeah, that was it. Look at them graphics for like
I've
990.
seen. Yeah, I've seen these games. Yeah, I've seen them.
Under
before.
a Killing Moon. I fucking had that game.
Yeah.
All I remember is some like dude in the back street in a dumpster or some shit. I can't remember. But God, yeah, I remember that
In the
game.
streets.
You can buy it from Good Old Games. Get on that.
So yeah.
£6.79.
I'm trying to bring this back round to 3DS.
I'm not. I'm trying to. Oh, look at that. She's got tits hanging out.
She does have a tits hanging out.
Oh, look at that. It's just different women in provocative different poses. It's my kind of game. Look.
Yeah.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah, so I think 3DS, I kind of have a little bit of like I don't feel too good about 3DS at the minute, because I think last year
last year was
good
weak.
year for it.
And this year is going to be weak.
So I needed to kind of do this to remind myself of what came out before that and how amazing everything was before that.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because kind of last year kind of put a little bit of a downer on the 3DS, and then with the new 3DS coming out,
what's coming out this year?
Well, you've got
Worth?
the Xenoblade Chronicles is that this year?
Yeah, that's soon.
That's soon. We've got. See, not a lot's been announced for 3DS.
No.
And I feel that E3 kind of around that, they will announce some stuff for 3DS.
Well, is it going to have
the new 3DS.
Is it going to have its swan song before the next console? Or?
I think so. Yeah, I think they'll announce something.
There's
for
not
the
been a
new
Mario
3DS.
for a while.
There's not been a Mario for a while. I want 2D Metroid on the new 3DS. I've said that from the beginning.
It could happen. I just don't know. I feel like we're getting towards the end of its life cycle now. Oh, it's Star Fox 64.
But the new 3DS...
Star Fox 64.
Yeah, no, it's amazing. The new 3DS
I know,
just
it's
came
weird,
out.
isn't it, though? It's weird.
But they're going to have to put something on it. And it
No.
must have cost loads, the R&D, and to make them things.
Yeah.
And they're really well-made consoles that you can tell they're not cheaply made. They've got the NFC reader on and all that, so they're going to have to do something.
Yeah, there must be something.
I'm going to say this E3 will be more about the 3DS
It's
than the
got
Wii U.
to, because the Nintendo new 3DS at that point will be less relevant than the Virtual Boy was.
Yeah.
Because there'll be less games and they'll be pointless.
I'm saying I said this year is going to be all about the 3DS.
It's so better than the Virtual Boy, though, to be fair.
And I'd like to see them remake some stuff for the 3DS.
So what are your favourite kind of like 3DS moments?
I think when... Right, we went down to London to do... That's not even close to a blues song.
I went down to London.
Played on a
the
3DS.
game.
And I lived you the best was the best.
Yeah.
So
this was a couple of years ago.
Yeah, so it's a couple of years ago. We went down there. And
we went down to Nintendo in London and played.
And we played
the E3 games.
Yeah, the E3 games. We was like invited to this thing.
Played all the games and then they were the best in the world. I said,
so we so we
8 grand.
We played loads of 3DS games down there, and it was that was the first time that I played Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, me too.
And I remember you were next to me on it, and Bew I think was on Yoshi's Island at the time, and we were playing.
What a bad game that was.
That was a bad game, and Dream Team was there as well.
What a bad game that was.
You
liked it at the time, didn't you?
I liked Dream Team. I still do like Dream Team. I just don't think it was...
I said then, like, I'm not digging this shit.
It wasn't as good as its predecessor, Bowser's Inside Story, but I really liked it. But anyway, so I played Link Between Worlds for the first time, and the first time you saw, like, Link do the hammer and then come up to the screen and land.
Oh, yeah, that was good, yeah.
That looks amazing. The 3D looks amazing. The launch pads,
thing,
yeah. And I kind of solved a couple of puzzles, by going into the wall and all that. And I realised, actually, like, this is a legitimately good Zelda game.
Yeah, but there was no reason why it wouldn't.
No, they won't. But I mean, I wasn't ridiculously excited about that game until I played it at that event. I was like, okay, so this is going to be like a fun 2D Zelda game that'll be alright and it'll tide us over to the next big one. And then when I played it, I was like, actually, no, this is its own thing. This is not just, something to tide us over. This is a really good game with amazing music and it looks amazing. So I think that, and I think another strange one was when I first got my 3DS. The first time I put them VR cards down, and even though they were pointless as shit, like it was just cool, and there were these 3D characters coming out of the screen, like on this card that I just put on the floor in my living room. So like I think that was a big moment for me where I was like, this is really unique. Like no one's ever done anything like this before, and I think that kind of proved it to me.
Can I just give a quick update? That Tex Murphy.
Go on.
The Under a Killing Moon. There was a game that came out last year.
What's it called?
Tex Murphy... No, Tesla Effect. A Tex Murphy adventure.
Cool.
Look at the graphics on that bad boy.
That is just photos, isn't it?
No, it's in-game.
Holy moly.
Holy moly indeed. Look at that.
No, surely
Look at that lady.
Surely
yeah,
that's just a
PC.
photo. Okay.
PC's better, isn't it?
Where is that?
So we're told.
Alright.
Getting on
your
that.
favourite 3DS moment?
My favourite 3DS moment is when we was doing the 4th year anniversary. I realised there was another Tex Murphy game. I remember when it first launched.
Yeah.
The day it first launched, it was the same day that the iPad 2 came out.
Okay. Didn't you get both of them?
Yeah. And I was in the queue for the iPad 2.
Yeah.
But there was a midnight launch at Asda or something for like the
Right.
3DS, so I got that from there, and then went in the queue for the iPad 2,
Yeah.
and I queued up all day because the iPad 2 wasn't being released until 5 p.m.
Weren't you one of the first people in Hull?
I was the first
The
person,
first person in Hull.
and I had like my photos taken. I was in like the paper, and I was live on the radio, and they were
That's
like,
rad.
"What's it feel like to be the first person?" I was like, "It's just a fucking iPad, man."
Yeah.
But yeah, so all that happened, and in that I was like queuing from about 7 o'clock in the morning
Yeah.
until 5 p.m.
Yeah.
and obviously the battery's not very good. That was the first time I realised the battery's not very good.
Yeah.
But the guys in the thingy, in the shop, we weren't allowed in the shop because the shop was still open during the day, but they obviously didn't want people queuing all throughout the day, so we had to queue outside. But he ran an extension lead outside for me.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I had it plugged in, and he gave me like the Wi-Fi password for the shop and all stuff for their shop and everything, which was really cool of him. And so I was, just playing that.
What was you on?
Pilot Wings and Street Fighter.
Okay.
And playing Pilot, it was the only time I think I only played Pilot Wings then.
Yeah.
And because there was me, there was a big queue of people, and we was all just like passing it back and forth, like, holy shit, this 3D works. It's the first time, like, because I had not played one until that point. And we was all just like, shit, this is legit, and like was passing it back and forth, and so that was kind of a nice memory. And then it sucked when there was no games for ages. And
then there was just stuff like,
and then Ocarina came out, and it was like, yay. Race, and there was the whole ambassador thing.
And that's what I
then again that summer was just a drought. There was just nothing. I think Star Fox came out in that summer sometime. But you couldn't buy it from anywhere. It was real hard to get hold of Star Fox. I managed to get it. And then that Christmas rolled around, and within a week of each other, Mario Kart and 3D Land came out.
Oh, beautiful.
Within 1 week of each other. And then it just blew up at Christmas.
That's when I bought my 3DS, just after they come out. I got the blue one. Do you remember the first I had the blue one?
Yeah, that's Seafoam, whatever.
Yeah, and then I got rid of the blue one, now I've got the
It was
XL.
a strange colour, that.
It was a strange colour.
Was it blue,
like
was
aqua,
it green, was it turquoise, was
like
it
teal.
shitty?
It was cool. But I know what you mean. I just thought of another moment as well that kind of... Animal Crossing. When we first got Animal Crossing, and you were playing it for a review,
Yeah, because we got
we
6 weeks
we
early.
got it 6 weeks early so that we can kind of get used to it. And you kind of played it. And you're building up your town, and then I went in as the second person, was able to look around your town, and was like, I could not get my head around that. Like, it was working with what time of day it was, and it knew so much stuff that was going on. And I was like, so how does it know when it's Christmas? And like, did all these things, and I remember just walking around your town and people just coming up to me and like giving me stuff and being like, this is like a living, breathing world that is living inside this little machine. And I have to keep starting new towns on Animal Crossing because I get obsessed with it for like 4 or 5 weeks and then I stop.
It's got the same thing as Sims used to.
Yeah, exactly. And you go back to it. But the problem with The Sims is you go back to it, you pick up where you left off. You go back to Animal Crossing when you haven't been in there for like 5 months.
No, but the thing with Sims is the only good bit about Sims is building the house.
No, I don't know. There's some Sims has
I
got
give a shit
better
about the career.
in terms of like comedy and adding elements to it. But like when so when that happened, when like I would play Animal Crossing and then put it down and then go back to it, like it's a pretty grim world that you go back to. It's it's like Russia. Everything's like grey and everyone's like.
Have you ever been to Russia?
I've never been to Russia. Yeah, but yeah, so. But yeah, I think that 3DS has some amazing moments. It's had a lot of like, oh my god, I didn't think this was possible moments. I think it's been a console that's managed to do that more so than probably any of the other consoles. In a lot of ways, it's had a lot of. I think Wii was kind of up there with that as well. Of like, I didn't know this was possible, but
the thing with the Wii U and the 3DS, it's had pretty much the best versions of those games out. Like, the best handheld Mario Kart is Mario Kart 7. The best handheld Mario is probably Mario Land.
Yeah.
The best handheld Zelda is arguably Link Between Worlds.
I think it is.
You know what I mean? So it's like, it's had the best of the best.
Yeah, and so is the Wii U.
So is the Wii U. It's got like the best Mario.
Yeah.
Well, one of the best Mario. It's up there with the best Mario.
The best Zelda, Wind Waker HD.
Yeah, that don't count. I think the Zelda we have to hold out for the final one, see if that's gonna be. But it kind of counts. But it's got like the best
Mario Kart, the best Smash Bros,
one of the best Smashes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's as good as Smash has been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people prefer Melee for certain. Mainly, I think because they've played it for 15 years. But it's the best Mario Kart in my opinion, and it's got the best of everything. The best Pikmin.
Yeah.
The best one for
by
101
far
by
the
default.
best Pikmin. By far the best.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's got the best of the best.
The best of the best.
Both of them have.
Yeah, they have.
Which is awesome.
It is awesome, and I think it's a sign that, in some ways, a sign that they need to now introduce new things. Like they kind of peaked with a lot of these franchises, and it's great. It's great to see where they can go now with a new franchise that they've that's kind of taken from some of them old ones.
Shall we say the birthday party's over then?
I think it's over.
Yeah, blow the candle. Not you. You're not a 3DS.
Oh yeah, you got me.
You ruined the party.
Reggie could do it though.
You ruined the party. Yeah, Reggie could do it because he just sort of shared the same birthday.
Yeah,
as a 3DS, pretty much. Right. Okay. So that's pretty much it for the 3D birthday.
That's it.
Cool.